Bienvenue. Welcome to Coffee Talk with King Francois I, where we will discover the tales, trials, and talents of Renaissance Festival performers, merchants, and die-hard attendees as we journey by way of light-hearted and even at times heartwarming conversations about the Renaissance Festival world. I am your host, Theodore Jander, aka King Francois I. Bonjour. Welcome to Coffee Talk with King Francois I. I am your host, Theodore Jander. In this episode, 2024's Festivals Installment 4, I will be highlighting the upcoming 2024 Renaissance Festivals here in the US, Canada, and overseas with their names and upcoming August dates. As a reminder to keep things more updated, I will be highlighting upcoming festivals once a month. But before we begin our August fair outing, I share the following coffee-related joke. I do some of my best thinking over coffee. I tend to have a latte on my mind. Wow, they really know how to brew up some great jokes. Not. So grab a cup of your favorite brew, sit back, and enjoy this episode of Coffee Talk with King Francois I and installment 4 of 2024's Festivals. A brief note, I am including the website addresses and full run dates for the mentioned festivals in the show notes. Since I am shifting to producing these festival highlight episodes to once a month, I do encourage you to listen to the previous episode to find out which events started, in this case, episode 36 for the July events, as I will be jumping right into the festivals starting in August. Our first stop is the inaugural Cheval Court Medieval Festival running August 3rd and 4th, located in Billings, Montana. That same weekend of August 3rd and 4th, an East Coast option is the Massachusetts Renaissance Fair in Cummington, Massachusetts. With a big hop west, we find ourselves in West Fargo, North Dakota, for the North Dakota Renaissance Fair, the weekends of August 3rd through 11th. We make our first August trip overseas to Billingshurst, West Sussex, England for the Loxwood Joust Medieval Festival, presented on the weekends August 3rd through 8th. This event is hailed to be the UK's most spectacular, immersive medieval and jousting festival. So, if you fancy a trip to the UK in early August, check out the Kingdom of Loxwood. Back stateside, the weekend of August 10th and 11th, we can journey to the Windfall Dutch Barn Medieval Fair in Cherry Valley, New York. On August 17th, the one-day-only Oakenmist Renaissance Fair in West Friendship, Maryland, offers local demonstrations, performances, and a marketplace from, as they say, the time of yore. Up next are two fairs that open for one weekend only, August 17th and 18th. First is the Dragon Valley Mini-Ren Fair in Maryville, Tennessee, set in the mythical town of Dragon Valley. Or we can step back in time for the inaugural Great Camelot Renaissance Fair in Carrollton, Ohio. The following two festivals run weekends from August 17th through September 29th. Join merchants, entertainers, and more in Holly, Michigan for the Michigan Renaissance Festival set in Holly Grove, a 16th century European village. Another option, we can mingle with King Henry and his court at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival in Shakopee, Minnesota. Sterling Forest, the set of the New York Renaissance Fair in Tuxedo Park, New York, is a destination option the weekends of August 17th through October 6th. Queen Elizabeth and the Shire of Mount Hope beckon us the weekends of August 17th through October 27th for the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair in Mannheim, Pennsylvania. We travel north to Strathmore, Alberta, Canada for the second annual Strathmore Medieval Fair and Artisan Market the weekend of August 23rd through 25th. Another option during that same time frame of August 23rd and 24th is the Utah Renaissance Fair in Mona, Utah, which is located near Salt Lake City. The one-day Wolfswood Fair in Appomattox, Virginia, hosts a variety of Renaissance-themed activities on August 24th. Ever consider a jaunt to the Southern Hemisphere? If so, you might consider a unique passport excursion to the Ballinup Medieval Carnival August 24th and 25th in Ballinup, Western Australia. Presented for one weekend only, August 24th and 25th, the next 6 festivals provide an abundance of merriment. First, we can journey to 1376 Somersetshire, England for the Camelot Medieval Village Harvest Festival in Carnation, Washington. Second, we could travel to South Bend, Indiana for the Michiana Renaissance Festival. Our third option is the Nebraska Renaissance Fair and Medieval Pageant in Elkhorn, Nebraska. An expedition north to Paradise, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada for the Newfoundland Renaissance Festival is a fourth option. Or fifth, we can make our way to Norwich, New York, the location of the Upstate Renaissance Fair, New York. And lastly, we could trek to the West Coast for the Valhalla Renaissance Fair in South Lake Tahoe, California. We again traverse the ocean blue August 24th through 26th for the largest international medieval-themed festival in the UK, England's Medieval Festival, held at the historic landmark, the King's Grove, Pippingford, East Sussex, England. Ever wonder what a 16th century amusement park would be like? Well, look no further than the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival in West Newton, Pennsylvania, running weekends August 24th through September 29th. Hopping over to Annapolis, Maryland, we can stroll the lanes of Revel Grove, Oxfordshire, England, the backdrop for the Maryland Renaissance Festival opening August 24th and occurring weekends through October 20th. The Midwest beckons us for the second annual Southern Idaho Renaissance Fair August 30th and 31st, located in Oakley, Idaho. Back to Pennsylvania we go, specifically Doylestown, for the inaugural Bucks County Renaissance Fair, Labor Day weekend August 31st through September 2nd. Also opening for one weekend only, August 31st through September 2nd, the Hastings Medieval Festival in Hastings, Ontario, Canada, highlights the Sword Fighter, offering a variety of sword fighting styles, entertainment, musicians, and more. Traveling back to the Midwest on the weekends of August 31st through September 15th, we find the Renaissance Fair at Sleepy Hollow, located in Des Moines, Iowa. Mount Vernon, Arkansas is thrilled to host Arkansas's first permanent Renaissance Festival, running weekends August 31st through September 29th. The Arkansas Renaissance Festival is set in the year 1486 and the village of Dragonstone Springs. On weekends August 31st through October 13th, we can experience the village of Canterbury for the Kansas City Renaissance Festival in Bonner Springs, Kansas. Celebrating its 26th season on the weekends of August 31st through October 14th, the Connecticut Renaissance Fair in Lebanon, Connecticut, provides us a chance to step back in time for a 16th century harvest festival. Journeying to Carver, Massachusetts, we find the King Richard's Fair, presented on weekends from August 31st through October 20th. We close out the festivals beginning in August as we travel to yet another wonderful 16th century Elizabethan village and the Ohio Renaissance Festival in Waynesville, Ohio, taking place on weekends from August 31st through October 27th. That wraps up this segment of Coffee Talk with King Francois I. I do hope you enjoyed this informative episode. To find out more about the festivals mentioned, check out their links in the show notes. If you are a performer, artisan, merchant, staff, or diehard patron in or of the Renaissance Festival world and would like to be featured on Coffee Talk with King Francois I, reach out to me by way of clicking on the following link provided in the show notes: www.theodorejander.com/Coffee Talk Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to Coffee Talk with King Francois I. A bientôt, see you soon, ciao for now, and au revoir.